Folks, an epic event will happen on September the 9th. Sigma will announce a lens we never saw before, a world's first. It's going to be the 135 1.4 autofocus full frame lens. One lens to rule them all when it comes to the extreme bokeh performance. This lens will give you the most dreamy bokeh ever, so if you are into that kind of style, this is an event you cannot miss. And today I give you two news. One is going to be exclusive on this channel. You never heard it or saw it on any other YouTube channel or website before. That's an exclusive info I can share. So today we will talk about this lens and also give you an additional info about the 2200mm lens. I have the finally aperture info. And before we kick off talking about all that exciting stuff, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss out the upcoming rumors. 2 weeks ago I told you that Sigma will announce 3 more lenses in September. Those are the 135 1.4, the 200mm travel zoom lens and the 35 1.2 second generation lens. And today I want to talk specifically about the 135 1.4 because we never saw a lens like this before. The only lenses coming close are the 135 1.8, of course. We have them from Sony, but also other manufacturers. And also the Metacon 135 1.4 manual focus lens. This was a lens made for different systems, but it was optically really inferior to the Sigma. Way inferior, not really a great lens and manual focusing. So not a good performance. And this lens is really made for superb bokeh performance. You will get extreme bokeh. How do I know it? Because I actually saw the lens and saw image samples. I told you this in my last video, but I cannot share it because this is something that I've been shared confidentially. And so I will talk about the specs of the lens and what I saw about the lens and about the image quality I got from this lens. And hopefully in the next couple of days sources will be able to share images of the lens that I can share on this channel. So again, if you have some info about any announcement, not only from Sigma but any other manufacturer, you can contact me using this email address and the contact form. This would be very helpful. But this lens is truly amazing. I saw the lens and I saw the image sample. So let's kick off with the lens. First of all, I saw the lens is going to be black, so not a white lens. It's not a sports lens from Sigma. This will be a normal black lens. It's going to be a big lens, of course, but I have some data to give you an idea about the weight and the filter size and so forth. I'm going to read it because I just wrote it down. It's a 105mm filter size, so quite a big front glass. I saw it. The lens really looks like a triangle. It really goes really wide at the very top from the mount, so it's quite not really beautiful to see. It's a massive lens, but it's needed to give you that extreme bokeh performance. The weight is 1320 grams. It's not going to be a light lens, but it's still manageable because the most glass are close to the mount and then the big front glass is on the top, of course. It has also a color. So that could also be very useful, but from the sources that had the lens for testing, they love it, so they don't feel like it's too big or too heavy to use. They love this lens and they love the image quality of the lens because the image quality is stunning. I saw a couple of photos they took and the bokeh is just gorgeous, tremendous. Like I told you in my previous video, at 135 1.4, if the subject is a 3 meter distance, you will get a depth of field of only 3.8 centimeter, which is a third of what you get on an 85 1.4, which is a classic portrait lens. So basically on 135 1.4, you have a way more extreme out of the blur background. You can also blur out the background where usually you cannot do it easily with the 85 1.4. So this could be a lens that's also very useful for some kind of indoor sport shooting, indoor concert shooting. Also because if you have a high resolution camera, you can still crop in 1.5 to aps-c and have a 200mm, and you have the amazing light gathering capability of 1.4, which you normally don't get. Of course, the Sony 135 1.8 comes close, but 1.4 is another half a stop advantage, and the bokeh really there's a difference, but quite a noticeable difference between 1.4 and 1.8. So this is a lens made for the ultimate bokeh quality. Also, you have less distortion on 135 when you, for example, shoot models than on 85, because you have a bit more distance, and so the proportion also a bit more natural. I think 135 1.4, this is a niche lens, but it will sell hot, and if you are in for the most beautiful bokeh ever on September 9, you have to really see it. The teaser from Sigma China says the following, that this is going to be the master of all optics, and the announcement will happen on September the 9th at 3:30 p.m. Beijing time. That's 9:30 in the morning Berlin time and 3:30 in the morning New York time. So that's when Sigma has scheduled the announcement for this lens, and I think also they will announce a 2200mm travel zoom lens and the 35 1.2 second generation. So there will be surely a live stream, and usually it lasts for around 1 hour, and pre-order will follow at 4:30 in the morning New York time, 10:30 in the morning Berlin time. So that's when you have to be online on sonyalpha and l-rumors.com for the live blogging. I will embed the live stream there on those websites, and also give you all the first roundup of all the reviews, of all the hands-on, of all the pre-order links. If you want to pre-order it as up and get it as first, then check out those websites on that day. Hopefully before that day I will be able to share images of this lens and also the full specs when it comes to exact size and so forth, but I will get the specs very soon, so stay tuned for that. And a couple of more info. The 20 to 200mm travel lens that is also world's first, because usually such long travel zoom lenses are 24-200 or 28-200. 20-200 opens definitely a new possibility also for people shooting selfies, vloggers with a big lens, but you can do that all in one. It's going to be a 3.5 6.3 aperture. So that's the first info I can share. The second info is that it's not really a great lens from the optical performance. That's the feedback I got, which is expected from a 2200mm lens. So it's not surprising, but this is not about the ultimate image quality, it's about the ultimate versatility. So this is the one thing to consider about this lens. I didn't get confirmation if the 2200 and the 35 1.22 will be announced on September 9th. I guess they will be announced also on that day. If not, they will be announced shortly after. The reason being is that the lens is already out for testing, and also I already leaked the image of the 35 1.22, so the announcement will happen soon. This is really it. It was an exclusive info that I shared on this channel, so I would appreciate if you now would take 1 second time to like this video to help in the YouTube algorithm, and of course subscribe to and hit the notification button if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming videos, and hopefully also I will be able to be the first to share images of this new lens. It's going to be quite an amazing piece of hardware to see. That's because I saw it. I can tell you, you will be impressed by how it looks. And yeah, folks, that's really it. I'm excited, and hopefully soon I can also share some videos about what is coming from Sony, Canon, Nikon, Panasonic, OM Digital very soon. Okay, stay tuned. See you.